Think of a person that you just cannot stand, like is so annoying that you can't even, because everyone has a story where maybe somebody was too cocky, or maybe you were trying to talk to a group of girls, but then some guy walks up, tries to make fun of you in front of those girls. Maybe it's just somebody who's negative all the time, or says so many corny jokes that it makes your ears just bleed. Today we're gonna be talking about the 5 common habits that most people do without even realizing it, that makes most people dislike you. And make sure that you stick around for number 1, because if you do this, then you will hurt any chances of anybody ever wanting to be around you. But really quickly, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I've helped over 100,000 people in 30 different countries attract and date the woman of their dreams. And if you'd like to book a call with us to see if you qualify to work with me personally, then click the link in the description below. Before this video was actually finalized, it was originally 4 common habits that make people dislike you, but something literally happened the day of that we had to change it to 5 common habits. There was this kid that came in my DMs, and he's in high school, and he said that he was on the rise to fame with TikTok. Something like he was gonna be famous soon because one of his videos got over 1 million views on it, and he was just looking for validation is what I'm assuming. So I go back and forth with him like a few times in the DM, but then he takes a screenshot of our chats, and then he goes over to his Instagram story and posted it on there and said, "Me and my homie on TikTok talk every day." I was like, did this guy just try to use me for some clout to show his followers that I messaged him back on Instagram? He literally just name dropped me to his following to show other people that he was cool or something like that because he talked to me. And I'm not gonna lie, this kind of flattered me for about 3 seconds before I was like, man, I kind of feel used actually. It may be tempting to talk about that famous person that graduated from your high school, or talk about how you met Drake that one time, but this strategy actually backfires. According to Business Insider, name dropping actually makes people seem less likable and less competent. It's because when you tell somebody, yeah, I met so-and-so, or actually I talk to so-and-so occasionally, you're basically telling that person that you're talking to, I'm up here and you're down here. And even more so, it looks like you're bragging about having something that they don't. People don't want to feel less than. If you make them feel smaller than you, then they tend to not like you. Number 4 piggybacks off of name dropping, but it's different. It's called humble bragging. This is when people attempt to impress a boss or a friend or a girl by disguising a brag as a self-criticism. One of my favorite examples of a humble brag is the James Charles tweet. He literally goes, "OMG, you guys are so crazy on Instagram. You always crash the app whenever I go live." Basically, all I see there is, yeah, I'm so cool, guys. Like, I get so much attention from everybody. I don't even know the guy, and I don't like him just from reading that tweet. There was this girl that I used to talk to in college, and she was kind of loose. She was one of those girls that she needed attention from everybody to get validation, and her humble bragging was slight, but once you hear it, you can still detect it if you listen carefully. I couldn't believe that he asked me to dance that night. Like, I wasn't even wearing makeup. I felt like I was so ugly, but he still chose me. She had a huge ego. Basically, she's saying, yeah, I look good without makeup, in a very validation-seeking way. And when she said that to me, I was like, oh no, I actually just bet him to talk to the ugliest girl in the club, and he happened to choose you. Common habit number 3 that will make people dislike you is treating waitstaff with disrespect. This one is huge. When a girl's on a date with a guy and she sees that he's not tipping well, or he's just being rude to the waiter or the waitress for no reason, then her attraction will tank for him. This is because when you're being like super nice to her on the first date, but then you're being an asshole to everybody else, then she's gonna start to think, if he's treating everybody like this now, then he's probably gonna treat me like this down the road. Don't get me wrong, women find it hot when you are direct with other people and you kind of have a soft spot for her. It makes her feel special. But when you're flat out just disrespecting people and being rude to people for no reason, then she's like, this guy's just an ass. Now on the flip side, if she sees how respectful you are to other people, how cool you are, and you're getting a great response from other people, then her attraction for you will skyrocket. Common habit number 2 is not having any goals or ambition. Now I'm not saying with this that you need to be the next person to beat Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk to the moon, nor do you have to accumulate a mass following like me or my team has. It could literally be as simple as, I don't know, like producing the world's best flavored potato chip with the best crunch and best flavoring on it. But nothing, I guess almost nothing, is worse for a girl when she wants this romantic life full of adventure and love and emotion and spontaneity, and she's asking you, what are your plans for the future? And she's hoping that you say something like this: I want to walk on the black sand beaches. I want to feel what it feels like to have the sand squeeze between my toes. I want to feel what it feels like to be inside of a real life dust devil. You know, that's what I want. I want my bag of potato chips that I create to be the best bag in the world. It's always the spotlight item on the shelves, and we're at the gas station, it's like the top shelf, and we pick it out together, me and you, we check out, and we take it to the black sand beach, and we're walking on the beach, and we're eating these potato chips, and it tastes so good, and we throw it in the trash can because we don't litter on these beaches. But then when she asks this question, and then you say something like this, you're like, I'm just going with the flow, actually. I just don't really have any goals or ambitions. Just seeing where life takes me, I guess. You know what she sees? A life of boredom. A life where you're sitting on the couch and you're watching watching boring TV and you're having boring sex and you have this boring boxed house that's the same as all of your neighbors, and you have the same boring car and you go to their same boring job and you eat the same boring dinner every night for the rest of your life until you guys die. She wants exotic, she wants quality, she wants vision. Common habit number 1 is complaining. Complaining is somebody making an excuse for the position that they are currently in. Alpha males, the people in the top 1% of the world, they don't make excuses for their circumstance. They take full responsibility for it. I work with a lot of very successful people in my one-on-one client sessions, and these people, there's a common pattern I see, and that's that they take responsibility for everything in their life. Whether you like it or not, you attracted this current position into your life. Your current situation is only a sum of all the decisions that you've made over your entire lifetime right now. Most people complain because it's easy. It's not easy to accept that it's your fault, and when you keep complaining every single day, people are going to view you as negative, and we hate being around people that are negative. You need to be the source of good emotion, and I promise others will love to be around you. Those are 5 common habits that makes other people dislike you. Make sure to check out our video, tricks you can do to be instantly more attractive, and let me know in the comments section what people do that makes you dislike them instantly. I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I'll see you in the next video.